Hey guys, it's Crystal Lemore Lucia here, also known as your Home Sweet Home 519 Realtor, Crystal Lemore, and this is Realtor Life. This is our 30-day challenge, and today is day 23 already, which is insane, but here we are, 23 days. Okay, so as always, we're gonna start with some Brianna Wiest, the pivot year, and Brianna, if you're ever listening and I'm saying your name wrong, my apologies. But I feel like Wiest would be Wiest or Weist. But either way, the pivot year, remember, we only are doing 30 days, so you should go and get this book. Thank you again to Mandy. Okay, day 21 of the pivot year. Nurture and engage in the most stunning aspects of yourself. Give the majority of your time to your greatest strengths. You are not here to simply compensate for your weaknesses, to level yourself out in every possible direction. You are not here to grow the parts of you that were never destined to come fully into form. Boom. Okay, that's amazing. And I really do, it's kind of cool because there's really no rhyme or reason specifically. Like, I'm not following a plan. I am following this book, but I'm choosing the podcasts and everything kind of randomly in advance. So it's very cool that they're matching up. So when we're looking at our days and our energies, I was saying yesterday, like, it can be really tough to stay positive. And what you need to really do is dig into the thing that's going to make you, like, what is your gift? One of mine, my superpower, is my positivity, my enthusiasm, my light, the way I can bring people up. And when kind of the world gets me down, it can be easy to focus on things that I'm not doing well. But I will say, if you do the things, if you take care of your body, you take care of your mind, you do the activities, you keep putting good stuff in, you have situations where, like, I woke up this morning and I'm back, baby. Like, that's what I felt like. And I think we're living in a really stressful time. Now, we've talked before about Rob Dial, but that's what we're doing today. We're using Rob Dial's. He has a really good podcast, and it's called The Mindset Mentor. But the one that we decided to do is one on how to set a goal. And so what he actually, he credits it, but he uses the formula from Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And it's really good. So, I mean, he really explains it in detail, but much like Tony Robbins, much like Richard Robbins, much like Buffini, the first step to any of the goal setting that you need to do is getting very clear on what you want. So this is, I mean, if you've already done your goals, that's okay. I mean, I would hope that you have. So especially especially we're listening to this. But look back at your goals. So he makes a really good point. If it's not clear, then it's really easy for your brain to think you've already achieved it. So if your goal is to lose weight and you lose 1 pound, guess what? Boom, you did it. If your goal is to save money and you save $1, you did it. So you have to be really clear on what you want. You need to really set out a plan, including what you're going to give up. Like, you can't have everything. And I think it was, oh my goodness, we've listened to so many wonderful people on this podcast. You can do anything, but you can't do everything, right? So you have to take some stuff away. And so, for example, you can't spend all your money on Amazon and then think that you're going to save money. I've tried. It does not work. And Amazon has actually a feature where you can find out how much money you have spent to date. Guys, it's not a good feature. Especially if we look back, like, through the pandemic, not a good feature. I had to set in a rule that I wasn't allowed to shop at night because I would have stuff show up to my house and I didn't remember ordering it. And we didn't drink in the pandemic. Like, it's not like I can even say, like, oh, like, I just wasn't thinking because I had some cocktails. No, we were not drinking. This was just pure nighttime scrolling and purchasing things that I didn't need. So I have a no buying things at night rule. But yeah, so you have to just, like, figure out the plan, pick a date. So you do need a deadline, because a goal without a deadline is just a dream. Rob quoted that in the podcast as well. And you're really writing a statement about it. So it's a nice little exercise. I know everyone's busy, but I promise you, the investment into this activity will be so worth it. So take a listen. It's only 17 minutes, which means you're going to have extra time today to actually do this. But it's called The Step-by-Step Process to Achieve Any Goal. He recorded it December 2024. And it's pretty good. You can also read Think and Grow Rich. It's a longer read, but it's so good. So, okay. I'm going to put this podcast link in the description. I'm so excited for us, guys. Day 23, we are getting there slowly but surely. And I believe in all of you. I believe you can do this. I can do this. We can do this. And we are just going to crush this year with these 30 days. So have a fantastic, fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow.